Thank you, Gilda, for this report. And now we move on to other topics. New economic actors continue to grow in Cuba. The Caribbean island already has more than 2,000 micro, small, and medium-sized private enterprises and 49 state-owned organizations. From Havana, our correspondent Fabiola Lopez tells us more details.
This is perhaps one of the most magical places in Havana.
¿Y qué me dicen del área de los simuladores? Ya saben que les permitirán viajar en tren.
Here you can find the unimaginable under the maxim that fun is serious business. Talking trees, screaming monkeys, augmented reality, robotics, cyber cafes, or a 12D cinema to experience crazy sensations. The Finca de los Monos Technology Palace is one of the local development projects managed by CineSoft Recreation, one of the 3 small and medium-sized enterprises created by the socialist state-owned company CineSoft.
Medium and small-sized enterprises are born free. That is, they have a system of ownership relationship with the company that creates them, but they're very free at the time of their management. Therefore, they are born with the application of new salary systems. They are born with new purchase and sale relationships with other actors of the economic. They are born with facilities for exporting and importing, and they are born, above all, with the possibility of a more participative management of their employees.
Spiral Solutions is one of the new private ventures that now has the possibility of working in alliance with the state-owned company CineSoft.
Today we have a framework contracts with CineSoft for the development, maintenance, and repair of certain technological equipment, where we could not only give maintenance and repair to those that already exist and that at a given time may be obsolete, but also develop new solutions and modify solutions that already exist and that technologically do not have Cuban sovereignty because they are solutions that have technical assistance from abroad.
With the creation of the state-owned small and medium-sized enterprise EduMedia, which spun off from CineSoft to manage audiovisual resources and informative and cultural software, Giselle Acosta is making her debut as an entrepreneur. She says that in a short time she has learned that you can have all the money in the world, but if the human capital is not adequate, the company will not be successful.
Another thing I have learned is the issue of customers. I think we have been working in terms of the company and not focus on the customer. And to be able to put a product, a service, in a market where there is some competition, you have to think about the customer. When you manage to identify that gap and manage to satisfy that customer with quality, then you can also succeed in your process as an entrepreneur.
The government calls for increasing the presence of the non-state sector in exports, but the road does not seem to be smooth. One of the partners of the successful private small and medium-sized enterprise Guajiritos LLC, commercial partners of 70% of the travel agencies of the Ministry of Tourism in Cuba, assures that obstacles still remain.
The country's government is really close to what Cuba needs. There is a kind of intermediate layer that wants changes but does not know how to do it. The problem is when it is directed to direct. You have to be an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur takes risks. The entrepreneur practically does not sleep. He only thinks about the company, and as they are not entrepreneurs, it is difficult for them to change, and they get used to a way of working that they have been doing for 30 years. And those are the things that basically, I think, are stopping a product chain that we could have much better.
Experts agree that the challenge of the socialist state enterprise in Cuba is to become the locomotive of the national economy, not just a slogan, but the result of a truly efficient enterprise that complements the daily economy, that energizes the life of the Cuban people, that achieves an effective productive chain between the most diverse economic actors.
Fabiola Lopez, teleSUR, La Habana.
Thank you.